I got a bald head. So, this is Variety's top story. I dare you. Type in variety.com. This is their top story. It's labeled top story. And I have been telling you for years, Disney. I've been telling you over and over and over and over and over and over. The fans have been telling you. They've been telling you through boycott because they haven't gone to see your movies. They don't want to watch your television series. They don't want anything to do with you now. As a matter of fact, they're not going to your parks like they used to. And all this time, all the hate I get for not liking your crappy movies and other things that you put out, I've been one of the nicest people to you about this. Other people are calling you stupid and morons and jerks and idiots and saying you should be fired and you should lose your livelihoods and they hope that your business burns to the ground and all this other stuff. And I'm being nice to you and I'm just saying, do right by the fans again. Please, can you bring happiness back to us? After all, isn't Disneyland and Disney World supposed to be the happiest place on earth? Why can't you make everything else like that? Huh? Why can't you make your movies the happiest place on earth? Huh? This happened with WWE. Except it wasn't just men, it was men and women left. When they pushed John Cena down everyone's throat, when he could not organically get over. And Vince kept pushing him. They kept pushing something no one wanted. This is the reason why you hear half boos and half cheers when John Cena comes out. Because half of the audience cannot stand him. And the other half may have been little children when he was doing his thing and being pushed down people's throat. And kids are just like, he's the good guy. I like him. And that's it. And it stuck with him. And they've done everything that they can. They've labeled him the greatest of all time. He knows he's not the greatest of all time. He said he's not the greatest of all time. All the fans know he's not the greatest of all time. And they pushed something that wasn't working. They buried other talent instead of putting them at the forefront when people wanted them. And I was one of the people that left along with millions of others. Their stock dropped and all these other problems. And this happened around, what year was it where Roman Reigns, they couldn't get Roman Reigns over? Because he had left with that abdominal injury and came back, and storyline-wise, people weren't down with it. The same thing happened when Rock came back to replace Cody. Storyline-wise, people couldn't deal with that. They did not like that. They wanted Cody to finish his story. So the fans let them know they had to pivot. They had to do things differently, which worked out very well for that WrestleMania. It's the same thing. Instead of pivoting, you're just doubling down like Vince did for years. And I left for years. And I'm just now coming back. I don't even watch all the shows like I used to. I mainly watch the pay-per-views. I watch Monday Night Raw. And I've been to SummerSlam, took my girlfriend there, and I took her to Monday Night Raw. But man, you have lost men so badly. You tried to turn Lucasfilm into a girl brand. A company that is known for Luke Skywalker, Darth Vader, Han Solo, Indiana Jones, and Princess Leia. But it's a guy brand. Yeah, okay. It's a guy brand. And we all love Leia, but it's a guy brand. All the most popular characters are the guys. Boba Fett, You could keep going. Lando Calrissian, okay? The Emperor. You just keep going and going and going. Jabba the Hutt, okay? C-3PO, R2-D2, okay? Chewbacca, okay? And then you try to take Marvel, another guy brand, and you tried to turn that into a girl brand. And the crazy thing is that I think you've actually maybe thought you could do it. Disney's Boy Trouble. Studio seeks original IP to win back Gen Z men amid Marvel and Lucasfilm struggles. And people talk trash about Gen Z men like they soft. Gen Z men don't even want nothing to do with you. That's letting you know. Okay? Gen Z are men at their core, and men like what men like, and you have been destroying these IPs that men have loved for years. Cinderella and Sleeping Beauty are the only ones looking for a prince. Leadership at Walt Disney Studios has been pressing Hollywood creatives in recent months. Multiple sources tell Variety for movies that will bring young men back to the brand in a meaningful way. Oh, like you did with phases 1, 2, and 3 of Marvel? Oh, yeah. Then you tried to do something different and kept on doing it. Young men is defined here by sources as ages 13 to 28. First, every time studio is looking for better ways to convert young audiences into habitual moviegoers, numerous studios show that Gen Z men in particular are a lonely, gaming-obsessed group who were hampered in their formative years by COVID-19 lockdowns. Not the easiest segment to grasp, but what's surprising, producers, writers, and other partners in the larger industry, is that Disney has been calling for original concepts to lure the demographic back to the movies. Let me tell you something. You know what would lure them back? Good entertainment that's not woke. All this woke garbage you've been doing has been pushing most men away from you. If you notice, the majority of the men that I get attacked by online for not liking the woke garbage, they're all effeminate. Every single one of them. I haven't seen one alpha or strong sigma male talk trash about me. Every time they're effeminate. What is it with that? They're effeminate or they're beta. Every time, or they're effeminate betas. Every time. I don't see anybody that looks like Kratos talking trash about me online. You know what I mean? Because all the alphas and the super sigmas are too busy winning. Betas have it really tough in life. Okay? Maybe there's some gammas, maybe? I don't know. But I see nothing but effeminate betas. Like, not one dude I've seen, I'm like, I can tell young men look up to him. I can tell that other men look up to him and want to be like him. And women want to be with him. I've never thought that about one. And I've been doing this for years and been attacked for years. That's what you attract. They attract the weakest minded men. This is the same Disney whose multi-billion-dollar content engines, Marvel and Lucasfilm, have sated men of all ages over almost 2 decades since the company acquired them. The sources say Disney has been seeking new IP and pitches, such as splashy global adventures and treasure hunts, as well as seasonal fare-like films for the Halloween corridor. The calls come from the Star Wars machine, struggle to produce any film project, and superhero genre sheds audiences by the minute. while two insiders say that the mandate to recruit young males goes as high as C-suite, and the task primarily has fallen on David Greenbaum, the former Searchlight Pictures co-head, brought on in 2024 to run Disney's live-action film business. That label has been sorely lacking in guy-leaning fare. Like the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise, nearly 10 years. Insiders say the property is in the active development, though it's not its last reported iteration involving Margot Robbie. I doubt that'll ever come out. But maybe they will. They've been doubling down and still making everything woke, so maybe they'll do it. To say nothing of the lackluster attempt to reboot and hand off Indiana Jones in 2023, which earned $383 million worldwide on a $300 million budget before marketing costs. Disney source says that movies for Gen Z are part of an overall strategy across all labels, but no more urgent than any other quadrant. And this goes on and on and on and on. I'm getting bored just because I've been talking about it for years. Okay? All right. The majority of men that are men don't like what you've been putting out. Okay? It's, oh my God. If you want us back, because strong men, all right? The majority of strong men, they have girlfriends or wives. And guess what? They bring their girlfriends and their wives and their children with them to the movies. The weak men, okay, that a lot of your movies attract, no. It's it's a good thing that I think that most men now they're like average men to strong men, okay? But these beta males that you are attracting are the ones that are hyping up your movies and then going and attacking people. You know what I'm saying? And they're a very small minority. That's why your movies aren't making anything. If you make it for these certain audiences and this and that, why aren't they going to see them? Why?